Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading. I do have a few announcements before we get into it. So if you want to go ahead and fast forward to the start of the reading, that's totally fine. And I will timestamp these down below since we're going to be breaking it up between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Okay, so definitely check that out. It's in the description box. All right, so anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about a few things before we get started. So for those of you that don't already know, we have started a Twitch page. So definitely follow us there if you're interested in attending any future live streams similar to what we do on the YouTube live streams, but we now have my daughter with her own page where she's going to be able to get purchases for those readings, and we're separating them. So the first half of the live stream will focus on her being able to interact with you guys and giving you the opportunity to ask questions if you have any questions. We're going to be offering 5, 10, 15, or 20-minute reading options. It, of course, doesn't have to just be about love, romantic relationships. It could be about anything. The 15-minute and 20-minute readings will allow you to ask up to 2 questions. And again, it could be about anything. So we're, as I've mentioned, going to split it up where she does her thing for about an hour or so, just to be able to give you guys the chance to book your reading ahead of time. And that way, once I'm live, we're not having to worry about who wants a reading, how do you pay, and all that information. We've already taken care of all of those details during my daughter Cameron's live stream. I'll have all of that information down below in the description box. And we've announced it on Instagram, so there are posts related to that. Feel free to go ahead and check those out. Or you can always email us at celestialforecasts.official@gmail.com. Again, I'll have that info down below for anybody interested, but definitely follow us, subscribe if that's something that you're interested in. Now, for those of you, again, who aren't familiar with the Twitch platform, and I'm just learning this as I go as well, since we're fairly new to it. So on YouTube, when you subscribe to a channel, obviously you're just clicking that subscribe button and you're good to go. On Twitch, it's a whole different format where you can follow someone, but if you want to subscribe, I believe there's a cost to it. So it isn't much. As far as I know, it starts at $4.99. I'll, provide that information down below again, based off of what I find out. But I believe if you want to subscribe there, of course, we'd love for you to be able to do that so you don't miss any of the fun perks that we offer on Twitch, and to be able to watch live streams and all of that fun stuff. All right, so that's one announcement. And for our YouTube live streams, we're going to try to offer those. We're going to try for at least 2 times a week, but as we've already been doing, I'll go ahead and announce those way in advance. As soon as we know the details, I'll post it on the community tab here on YouTube and, of course, on our Instagram page. So if you don't already follow me there, my official account is The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. Just recently got verified on Instagram. So if you don't see the blue check mark, it's not me. Okay, so definitely make sure you are following my official page. There's a lot of scammers out there, as you guys probably already know. And the whole drama with the YouTube channel getting hijacked. So we're extra careful with how we do things nowadays. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much all I needed to talk about. And of course, we'd love it if you like, share, and comment during this video. It definitely keeps our channel in the forefront of things. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into your reading. All right, Aquarius, let's get into your messages here, guys. I'm so sorry for the delay in getting yours posted. Along with Pisces, I was just feeling under the weather and wasn't able to get to it right away. So nevertheless, here are your messages. Hopefully there's something here that you'll be able to relate to. I will be starting off with the Divine Masculine, taking a look at that energy, and then we'll of course take a look at the Divine Feminine vibe. There will also be a separate section towards the end of this video for singles. I'll timestamp it down below. All right, so general advice as always, please keep that in mind throughout, and let's get some messages. So starting with my exposed deck, the Divine Masculine Revelations deck by Mystic Moon, and another one of my created ones, the Voices deck, all of these specifically about the masculine. All right, so taking a look at what's going on with the Divine Masculine current energies. I do tend to say he or him for the masculine, but you know, custom tailor it for how it makes sense for you gender-wise when it comes to these messages. And of course, the same thing applies to the Divine Feminine messages. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look. This could also be for cross watchers. You could be watching for an Aquarian here, or you could both be Aquarians. So let's see. Divine Masculine. We have a Divine Masculine who is coming through as an introvert. Okay. Let's see what else. Maybe Divine Feminine, you've already picked that up from your masculine. Let's see what else. And this makes such sense. Introvert and low key. However, this is the bottom card. We have romantic. So maybe this person, you know, they're not too out there as far as their personality, but I feel they have a lot to offer regardless. All right, so maybe they really do tend to be a low-key type individual, but they're also coming through with a very nice romantic vibe. Let's see what else we can find out about the masculine from the Revelations deck for this Aquarius reading, focusing on the Divine Masculine's current energies. All right, look at this. We have reconciliation. We will be together again. And then we have beautiful. I look at your picture often. So this is how this is coming through, Divine Feminine. If this is your masculine, you guys are probably at a distance from one another since they're focusing on wanting to get back together with that reconciliation. And maybe they really do have pictures of you, taking a look at that, reminiscing. Look at this next card. We have constant. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Okay, so there's something very special about you. They do recognize this, but it is confirmation that you guys are probably not together at this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a card or two from the Voices deck here. Just see what else we can grab by way of their feelings, what it is that they need to convey to you, Divine Feminine, when it comes to the Divine Masculine and the connection that you share with one another. Why are you guys apart? That's a question right there. All right. How I deeply regret all those times I pushed your love away, thinking that I could find someone who could love me better. I thought wrong. That could also be why there is no contact, why perhaps they're afraid to reach out, or they're just coming through again with this introverted, low-key type energy, but they do reminisce, they do miss you. They look at your picture often, as we can see right there. They do want to get back together, and they're holding on to the hope perhaps that you guys can make this work again. Constantly thinking of you. My mind and heart always comes back to you. If there were other people in the mix here, you know, perhaps the whole grass is greener mentality, they've come to find out that you are still the one that they ultimately want to be with. And look at this next message. You're the only one I want to explore this great big world with. All right, let's see what else. I feel like grabbing maybe a couple more cards here. Focusing on the Divine Masculine for this Aquarius reading. What else do we need to know? I didn't realize it was true love until I lost you. They clearly have some major regrets here, Divine Feminine, that's coming forward. And lastly, what I would give to hold you again. These empty arms feel so cold without the warmth of your presence here with me. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn from this. Okay, so I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2, currently being revised at the moment, so it's not available in my deck shop, but it will be soon. All right, let's see here. Look at this, guys. We've got the Knight of Cups, and this is somebody who is very romantic, and we've already got the romantic reference. They have very loving intentions towards you, Divine Feminine, perhaps regardless of whatever might have gone down to separate the two of you. They recognize that it might not happen right away. We do have the Temperance card right here, which is from your masculine. They recognize that they are going to have to give this time. They're going to have to be patient to see if timing perhaps can line up once again for the two of you to get back together. They still see you as this Two of Cups energy, marriage potential perhaps, you know, their life partner. And maybe there's a part of you that's feeling just as drawn to your masculine, and maybe you still love them as well, Divine Feminine. Okay, so this is really interesting. We have the King of Swords. Why is that super significant right now? Because the King of Swords represents a divine masculine, in this case representing Aquarius specifically. Okay, and sometimes the King of Swords tends to not be ready for commitment, or they're just kind of putting love on hold, you know, and they can be a little bit arrogant and cold on occasion. You know, that could all be part of the energy for this masculine. But I have a feeling, since the tables have turned a little bit here for the two of you, that they are now wanting you to know and understand, Divine Feminine, that they're all in, that they're ready to commit, that they're ready to be loyal to this partnership. Look at this next card, that we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is about equality. So this is now a masculine telling you, if they didn't invest fully or equally in the partnership before, maybe they had one foot out the door, maybe again the whole grass is greener mentality, that has shifted, that has changed, meaning that they're all in now, you know, 50-50. That's how I see the Six of Pentacles. Two people who are on the same page, who want the same things, who want to be able to work on the partnership together. And this is perfect that we've got the Fool's energy coming through here. You know, maybe at one point they did foolish things and that resulted in a separation, but this is now your masculine telling you that they're ready to take action, that they still believe in the relationship and they would love a second chance with this partnership and to just simply have a new beginning. It also makes sense that we've got the Death card right here. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Scorpio. So this clearly indicates that yes, the relationship probably came to an end, but through this transition and whatever changes the masculine wants to bring in, it might ultimately move you guys towards reconciliation. That is what's coming through there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional verbiage from the masculine here. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Oracle, and then we'll clarify with the Valentine Connection Tarot. Still focusing on the divine masculine current energies. My love for you lives on. Okay, so the love is clearly still there. Look at this next message. My eternal twin flame, I love you. Oh my gosh. So for some of you guys, this could be a twin flame connection. There's no way I can live this life without you by my side. You're my happy place. And lastly, nobody could ever compare to you. And I have a feeling maybe they might have tried to compare other people to you. It keeps going back to the grass wasn't greener on the other side. You know, what they thought perhaps was better than what you guys had ended up not being the case. And they clearly are telling you here that they still have so much love for you and that they ultimately don't want to do life without you. Okay, so let's grab those messages from tarot here for the masculine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this Aquarius reading. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Cups, okay? Intuitive and caring, so perhaps part of your intuition is telling you that this is how your masculine is feeling, that they want to get back together, that they still love you. There could be telepathic communication or even 5D interaction between the two of you. We've got the Ace of Swords right here, so I feel this is the masculine finally able to see things and understand things clearly when it comes to this relationship, you know? And if there were issues, that could be a thing of the past, you know, being able to cut those things out and concentrate on a new beginning in this partnership. We do have the curiosity from the Page of Swords, and part of that curiosity perhaps is the masculine really thinking about the connection, wondering if you would be open to that reunion as well. Check this out. We've got the Six of Pentacles coming up again. So they do recognize that if they're not coming through with this type of energy, it may not work. It simply creates this lopsided type connection, you know, where one person is doing all the work. And maybe Divine Feminine, that could have been you, where you were expecting more from your masculine and they just didn't follow through. However, look at this next card. We've got the King of Cups. So you guys are both coming through as king and queen. Some of you guys might have water in your chart. Cancer, Scorpio, we've already seen that, and Pisces coming through. And I feel you guys could be divine counterparts, but we also needed the masculine to wake up and realize this. Okay, so we do have threes popping up. We've got the Three of Wands, we've got the Three of Swords, and this is clarifying what might have happened between the two of you, that we might have had a love triangle, or the separation might have certainly broken both of your hearts and hurt you both. We clearly see the Tower here. Some of you guys might be connecting with an Aries divine masculine as well. This upheaval was very painful, very chaotic. It created the separation. And we have a masculine here who clearly wants to try again. And Divine Feminine, if you're open to that, they really want to get past some of the difficult moments that resulted in this separation and why you guys are not together right now. This is 100% clarifying here with the Judgment card that your masculine has gone through their awakening, and they in fact want to reach out and may very well do so in the 3D. So Divine Feminine, I have a feeling that communication is on its way to you. This for me is perhaps a fix-it card on behalf of the masculine. They definitely want to do whatever is necessary to fix things between the two of you so that you guys can have a new beginning. Okay, so that's what's coming through from the divine masculine. Let's go ahead and grab some messages now, focusing on the divine feminine, and see how you guys match up. Are you both feeling the same way or on very different pages? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what that's about. I'll be pulling from my Exposed 2 deck. This one focused on the feminine, of course. All right, so for Aquarius, angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the divine feminine this time. What's going on with the divine feminine currently? Oh my God, I told you. Look at this, intuitive. Yes, that is the energy that you occupy at this point in time. Divine Feminine, you're coming through as somebody that is reliable, and maybe your masculine wasn't very reliable before, and they're wanting to be able to match up to this energy. Look at this. You know that you are of value in this relationship. We do have wifey material coming through there. You know, basically you recognize that you're a good person, that you are actually a really good catch, you know? And can this masculine actually realize this? And I feel that they're now at a point where they do recognize that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a card or two from the Moody Moon Messages deck, honoring the cycle of the divine feminine. This one is by Sister Moon Tarot. Let's see what else. You're feeling nostalgic as well, Divine Feminine. You think about your masculine too, strolling down memory lane. So there are memories that are a part of your heart space still when you think about your masculine. However, we also have pissed. This anger is consuming me. So even though there are good memories in the past, there's also memories that anger you and it pisses you off because of something that happened through a tower moment that your masculine dropped the ball. And so this is confirmation too that maybe at this point you might be single, or you really just need time to yourself to be able to focus on you, whatever is happening in your life. And maybe you're content being single in the meantime, you know, just wanting to be left alone, as that card says. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some words as well from the feminine. So this is volume 2 of the Voices deck, focused specifically on the divine feminine energy here. All right. Let's see. Divine Feminine, what do you want to say here? What do you want to say? No, thank you. We've gone down that road before, okay? And that may very well be because they hurt you, created separations, drama, tower moments. And so for some of my feminines, you know, you're not really interested in wanting to revisit that, even though intuitively you might be picking up that your masculine would. Look at this next message. I guess our love story had to come to an end, but I'll hold the memories in my heart always. Wow, I could not have chosen a better card to sum that up. However, look at this. I'm willing to listen if you're ready to talk. Okay, so some of you not interested. Some of you could very well be open to the possibility of communication from your masculine. You'll never ever know how very much I love you. And the love could still be there, absolutely. You know, it's not easy to tell your heart, okay, stop loving this person because they hurt you. Yes, you could be very angry, but maybe there's a part of your heart that still feels that love somehow. Okay, and that as well is a part of your healing journey. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot here. So I kind of feel for my feminines, it really depends on where you are at in your heart space. Either you're still really pissed off at this masculine and you're not interested in a reconciliation, or there's a part of you that would be open to talking and that there's still love in your heart. But no matter what, you know, there are those memories. We do have the Nine of Cups, and that's followed by the Nine of Swords. Wow, these cards. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So this is clarification here for some of my feminines that you detached and you walked away. You left this relationship behind. And maybe you're just focusing on manifesting something else, you know, focusing on different people, maybe another connection at this point where they're able to manifest that wish for you, and you focusing on your life, you know, your life dreams, your life goals, to be able to realize whatever that might be. But we also have these two energies here where, you know, even though you walked away and distanced yourself, maybe there's still this uneasy feeling for you. And that as well is a part of your need to maybe just spend time on your own, especially if you're feeling depressed or anxious over what happened between you and your masculine. Maybe you can't sleep at night. Maybe you're having nightmares about how things ended between the two of you. And I'm also feeling for my feminines, you're just maybe working on yourself in the meantime. You're dedicating that time and energy towards your healing. You're not giving up on the idea of love, but you're also open towards bettering yourself, I feel, and recognizing that that is going to take time. You know, you can't rush that type of healing. We also have the Fool's energy coming through for the feminines, you know, and this is so telling because this is also representing Aquarius energy. So it's coming through Divine Feminine here, where perhaps it falls on you to be able to welcome in this new beginning for yourself in your life in however way you would like that to manifest. And sometimes in order to get things moving for us, we need to be able to take action, you know. So if there's something that you want to do, something that you feel the need to be able to manifest in your life, it falls on you perhaps to be able to create that new beginning for yourself, taking the proper steps in order to bring that about in the 3D, you know. But it could also be two people, you and your masculine have to be able to take action towards each other in order to have a new beginning. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. So I love that this is coming through for you specifically, Aquarius, because Wheel of Fortune definitely picks up off of that fixed sign energy. Aquarius, of course, is one of the fixed signs, as well as Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. But this message can, of course, apply to any zodiac. That is just a part of the energy of the card. And look at this. So you're both curious, wondering, you know, how's your person? You know, how are they on this journey during this time apart? You know, maybe there's a part of you that is dreaming about your masculine, but I feel there's also other dreams, Divine Feminine, that you would like to pursue that may or may not have something to do with another person. It could be that you've already moved on to another relationship, you know, after having ended this one with a masculine who clearly wants to get back together. We do have the King of Pentacles here. So one of two things coming forward, and then we have the Emperor coming up after that. So this is clearly picking up off of a Divine Masculine energy, Divine Feminine, who wants to return, who wants to be able to show you, it's like, look, I'm ready for commitment. Maybe I screwed up before, maybe I just wasn't ready for what this love represented. But if they're coming through as the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, they're ready. You know, they're ready to take action. They're ready to show you that they are fully invested in this relationship, that they're ready to be faithful rather than thinking the grass is greener on the other side. You know, so maybe this love has a chance for those of you who are willing to at least get the conversation started with a masculine who is willing to be able to meet you halfway. And of course, I totally get it for those who are not interested in a reconciliation and just ready to find new love, or again, you might have already found love and are just ready to move on and detach from this experience, because we do have wifey material. Some of you guys might have walked away and maybe you're married at this point and you're happy, and maybe there is still a part of you that's angry with an ex here that disappointed you and hurt you. And yes, there are happy memories there, but there's also painful memories, you know. So it really depends on where you stand in your heart space, Divine Feminine, what it is that you are willing to accept and not accept in your life when it comes to this connection. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some verbiage as well. I'll be pulling from my Woman's Intuition Oracle. And yes, this one is, of course, more geared towards a Divine Feminine female energy, but it can be custom tailored to any gender, of course. Okay, so let's see. This is for those of you who feel that your masculine is a twin flame. We've already seen that reference from the Divine Masculine. Wow. So yeah, reconciliation is possible. You can run, you can roam, but only I will feel like home. Some of you guys might have also shared a home, lived together. You know, it's like, yeah, you can run and try to find something better, but at the end of the day, I represent where you belong. It's that type of energy. So that's for those of you who would be open to that reconciliation that the masculine wants. However, this card does not. This is for those of you who feel that it's a done deal. You're just ready to sever ties with this masculine and move on. So this one says, karma will bite your ass so hard there won't be any of your ass left to bite. Okay, so that's where that pissed off energy is. You're really hoping that karma will teach your masculine a lesson. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but there is no other fish like me. And that is a lesson that this masculine needs to learn. It's like, sure, yeah, there's a lot of other opportunities out there to interact with people and get to know them and get into connections. But when you find the one, you know where it is that your heart belongs. And I have a feeling for some of the masculines that they've realized that, which is why they are truly hoping that a second chance is possible. All right, so let's confirm that and clarify with my tarot teacher. This is the revised edition for Aquarius. All right. Look at that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, this can represent manifestation. It can represent career opportunities, Divine Feminine. This could be representing stability and security in your life by way of your finances and your work environment. But this is also a really good card when it comes to your love life, as far as being able to start over, having a fresh new beginning. If commitment was an issue with a divine masculine, perhaps through this card, they're now showing you that they really are coming through with a very solid offer of commitment, that's something that you can bank on, that you can depend on, because we already see that you're reliable, and you're really hoping that your masculine who wants to return is able to match that energy, that they are just as reliable and you can trust it. With this card, I feel that's what that's saying. Okay, here we are again with the Page of Cups. There's something about that vibe. It can represent a happy surprise for some of you. Okay, and again, going back to that curiosity factor, and I feel those things will come to the surface eventually. Whatever it is that you're curious about, it's going to come to the surface and you'll be able to get those answers. But this also perhaps represents romantic proposals. It could represent engagements as well as future marriage. I mean, we do see wifey material. We cannot ignore that one. But there are certain scenarios for some of you, Divine Feminines, you're not interested in revisiting a past connection. Two of Swords, it's not going to go anywhere further because you're not interested. You're done. Okay, that's for those of you who really feel like that door is closed. And we have a masculine who's just going to have to accept that. Okay, because look at this. We have the Ten of Swords. So this represents a painful ending, the relationship that collapsed, it fell apart, severing ties. And so Divine Feminine, that's coming through here because you really have cut off all ties to this masculine and you're done. Okay. Here we are again with the Emperor. So I really do feel for some of you, we have a masculine who's ready to be a part of your life 100%. They're not messing around. They're not playing. This is somebody who wants to be able to create something pretty solid and established in the relationship. So that's a really nice energy coming through there from your masculine, Divine Feminine. Wow. All right. So let's move on to future energies for the connection. And let's find out what else is coming forward. Future energies here for the connection, whoever it is you are thinking about. All right, here we go for Aquarius. I'll be pulling from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. This is the, excuse me, my revised edition. All right, so future energies for the connection. All right. We are starting off with open. We have him. So this is a divine masculine coming through, that masculine energy. It does not have to be male energy, okay? And so whoever represents the masculine in this reading represents this type of vibe. Look at this, and now we've got sever. I'm telling you, two scenarios coming through here for this reading, Aquarius. Those who really are open to the possibility of starting again, and those who are not. And this has a lot to do with the divine masculine, perhaps something that they did or said or failed to do. But it falls a lot on their actions, what it is that they're willing to prove to the feminine, you know? Wow. And then we've got words here. So that could represent the conversation that needs to happen between the two of you. So let's take a look at these messages and read through these. And of course, it goes beyond just the interpretation of what each card is bringing forward. Okay, so we have open. Healing takes time, which we have determined in this reading. Losing you was the hardest thing I've ever been through, but I'm finally able to appreciate our time together, however brief, taking time to learn the lessons behind it all. We may not be destined for forever or even for a second chance, but my arms and my heart will always be open to it. Oh my God. Okay, so what I am getting is a divine masculine especially. That's the vibe. And you know, we clearly have seen that some of the feminines will not be open to the possibility of reconciliation because it hurts too much to go back and revisit that. And finally, since we're focusing on future energies, we've got a divine masculine who's accepting that divine feminine, you know, accepting that maybe you guys are not meant for a second chance, but you will forever be a part of their heart, and they will always be open if you ever change your mind, if you have the opportunity to want to revisit this connection, they will always be open to it. But at the same time, they're not really putting their life on hold waiting for it anymore, which is a good thing. Okay, so then we have this card here. We are all different and unique in our own way, and it's true. Okay, so there's so many people that tune into these readings. Whoever and whatever energy your masculine represents, it's all unique to the experience and what they represent as a person. Okay, and it says, yet we are all the same. We love, we live, we laugh, we dream, we hope, we hurt. So they're hurting as well. We heal and we cry too. Don't underestimate our soft side. We do have one and are just as weak and vulnerable as you are sometimes. We can move mountains to be with you, make your dreams come true, and win you with our charms. Okay, so that's the masculine speaking up. And then we have sever. There comes a point when you know in your heart of hearts it's over. There's nothing more to say, nothing more to do. That doesn't make it any easier to let go. No one can rush you to detach. And it's true. You got to do it when you're ready, when your heart is ready to let go. But the day will come when it won't be so hard. Okay, and I feel that could apply to the masculine who finally lets go of any sort of expectations of a reconciliation with a feminine who really has detached and severed ties and maybe has already moved on to another relationship. But it could also apply to the feminine, you know, where you finally got to the point in your life and in your heart where you knew that there was no chance of revisiting that connection because it's in the past. That's a door that you decided to close, and that's okay. And then we have words. Life can be harsh. Love, even harsher. Words pack a punch, and sometimes it breaks skin. We start to believe those painful, awful, hurtful words, and eventually convince ourselves that it's true. You are more than those words. The right love simply needs to remind you of that. And it really is split down the middle, because those right words can come from an ex who wants to return, or from a new love, or a current love that you've already moved on to, who's able to really love you the way you need to be loved. That is what I gather from that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my yummy tarot here. Some pretty insightful stuff coming through, Aquarius. Wow, guys, we've got the 10 of Cups. From the feminine, we did see wifey material, and from the masculine, there was that desire to really come back together and perhaps represent this joy, fulfillment, contentment, possible long-term commitment, marriage, starting a family. They're open to all of that. you know, so that looks really nice. We've got the Justice card, so balance restored. This is about clarity. This is about the truth, balancing those scales. It could also be tied into legal matters, and that could certainly include marriage here. We've got the Two of Cups. Look at these messages. We now have the Empress coming through. So we've clearly seen the Emperor come forward in this reading, right? And so now Divine Feminine, here you are to let your masculine know. It's like, hey, I'm here. You know, I'm on the same level as you. So let's make this happen. You know, this is coming through as perhaps a lifelong partnership. You guys feel very connected. Whoever needed to detach and let go, perhaps this could also be a part of your life's history as far as being able to find the right kind of love for you. We already picked up off of the feminine's intuitive nature. It's coming through again with the High Priestess here. Sever, okay, those are the situations where it's no longer moving. We've seen the stalemate card from the Two of Swords before. Okay, so I'm not surprised to see that. Here we are with the Sun and the Fool again. So happiness in the future, it's something that you can claim, okay, for sure, because you can achieve that either through reconciliations or being able to move forward on your own, or move forward to be able to find the right kind of love for you through a new love or a new chapter. Some of you guys might find that you are able to make such a beautiful connection with somebody that there could be future marriages for some of you. If it doesn't result in a marriage, then there's long-term commitment there. It can go the distance, basically. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. Some pretty nice messages there, focusing on the future vibes. Okay, so this next section, I wanted to take a look at the harsh truth of a situation, lessons that need to be learned either on your part, Aquarius, or the person that you are thinking about. I'll be pulling from my Harsh Truth Oracle here. Okay, and some of these lessons might have already been learned. So I'm guided to pull 4 cards here. So what are those lessons? That's 1, 2, 3. That one says speak up. And there's our 4th one. All right, here we go. So number 1, we've got speak up. This one actually came up in the reverse, so maybe someone needs to speak up. You already know it's toxic, so why are you staying? And again, I feel some of you guys have already learned that lesson and have severed ties. We've already seen that. Change can only happen if you do. This one says they can't make you happy if they're not happy within themselves. And that is so true. And that can sometimes result in scenarios going back to the grass is greener situation. You know, if they're not happy with themselves, perhaps they're unable to offer you the happiness. So they're always looking at other options. It's like, oh, maybe that's a good option for me to be able to be happy. And they keep moving from one situation to the next, and they're unable to fulfill that. You know, they come up empty. So that's something that they perhaps need to be able to focus on first and foremost, to be able to get to a place where they're able to be happy spending time on their own and learning whatever lessons need to be learned there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some other messages here. What deck do I want to use? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pull from my Tan Yellow Tarot here. And after this, we're going to be taking a look at the singles messages. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. The harsh truth lessons that need to be learned. Look at this, guys. We've got the 5 of Swords telling you to walk away. I feel some of you guys have already done that based off of what we've seen. Here's our 2 of Swords again. Wow, you're walking away from a situation because it's no longer going anywhere. There is no progress. There is no movement. It's a done deal. Okay, it's toxic. So you probably did distance yourself and walked away. However, look at this. We've got the Judgment coming up again. We've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Four of Wands. And Divine Feminine, here you are again as the Queen of Cups. Amazing. Okay, so awakening with that Judgment energy, picking up off of the past vibes there between you and this person. This, as I've already mentioned, it's about communication from someone from your past. They need to speak up. Look at how that's coming forward. They need to speak up in order to create change in the connection so that you guys can come back together and be able to move forward and really re-explore what this Two of Cups and Four of Wands energies represent. We've already seen the possibility towards a twin flame connection for some of you guys. All right, that there is possibility towards reunions. There is possibility towards marriages, towards living together, building a life together. We're talking long-term, let's grow old together type vibes. This, of course, representing a very strong foundation in the relationship. You know, so unity, partnership, connection, it's represented right here once somebody is able to find the courage to reach out and get the conversation started. Someone needs to take action. Someone needs to speak up. It could be the masculine just based off of what we've already seen. And there are certain situations where you really did walk away, possibly because it was toxic, you know, and too much drama there perhaps. Grass is greener, okay? And then here we are with the Queen of Cups. So your intuition, once again, Divine Feminine, is where it's at. So trust what you're feeling, especially when it comes to the heart space and the love connection that you feel with a particular person. You know, because I feel you guys are very connected in the heart space, in every aspect, really, because of this twin flame bond that seems to be represented in this reading here today. All right, so that's what's coming through there. Some lessons to be learned, and I feel they are very valuable lessons for Aquarius. All right, guys, thank you for your patience, singles. So let's get into some messages for you, similar to what I do on TikTok, as well as the mini readings on Instagram and YouTube. Of course, I've combined a couple of alphabet decks. Let's go ahead and grab some letters of significant people that might be already surrounding you. It could be, of course, somebody that returns into your life or somebody completely brand new. It could also be a part of your name. So let's grab some letters here, Aquarius singles, and see what it is that you need to know at this time, okay? All right. We have O. We have J. We have B. And then we have H. Okay, let's see what else. Oop, I've got numbers mixed in here. Okay, let's see what else. Let's grab some more letters. Check this out, guys. We've got another O coming through. Somebody could have double O in their name, or it could also be two people who have names that begin with an O. You know, something like Oscar and Olivia. That could be a couple, or somebody who has a couple of O's in their name. Like, let's see, what name? Like Brooke, something like that. Okay, so that's just an example. We also have P. Let's see what else. For Aquarius singles, we have M. Okay, we have U. Okay, we have R. Let's grab one more. Oops, I got a card flying. 1 second. Look at this, guys. We have another set of double letters. So we have two P's coming through. All right, so take that how it makes sense, especially once you start dating somebody, or some of you guys, of course, could already be interested in someone, but those are the letters. Okay, so double O, we have double P, JBH and then MUR. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab some zodiacs that might represent the person that you connect with romantically. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So let's see. For Aquarius singles, you might connect with a Sagittarian. We have Leo. We have Scorpio coming forward. Look at this. We have double Sagittarius coming forward. You guys could both have Sagittarius in your chart, not necessarily Sun. Okay, let's see what else. We also have Capricorn coming through. Look at this. Double Capricorn, double Sagittarius, Leo, and Scorpio. That's what's presenting itself here. All right, guys. So now I wanted to go ahead and grab some descriptions of who it is that you might find you connect with. But this could also bring forward several individuals that you might connect with romantically. And it's, of course, up to you to be able to decide who it is that you want to invest your time in, you know? All right, so I'll be pulling from my Enlightened Mystery Oracle. This is volume 1 and 2 that I have combined. Take this one if it applies, because again, based off of what we've seen today, it's split down the middle. Your ideal partner is your ex. Life will find a way to bring you back together when the time is right. Whoa. Okay, so as I've mentioned, it could be someone from your past who wants to reconnect and reconcile. Some of you guys share the same birthday. Short and sweet. Okay, that could certainly describe somebody's demeanor and stature. Your ideal mate has light or blonde hair and blue or green eyes. Okay. Your person loves music and may have a talent in playing an instrument or work in the music industry. Okay, that could be something that brings you guys together. Maybe you're both into music. You could be musicians. They could wear glasses or contact lenses. Your ideal mate loves to laugh and has a great sense of humor. Okay, so if you both have a great sense of humor, maybe you guys make each other laugh and there's lots of fun times there. Lots of fun conversations. There's something about the O coming through here, because we've already seen it twice and now it's coming through a third time here. That's interesting. Your future partner will have a distinguishable mole or birthmark. Maybe you do as well. Any of these can pertain to you, okay? Your person wants to marry you someday, which is so beautiful because, again, we saw wifey material. We saw, you know, twin flame references. Four of Wands is a very celebratory type energy that could result in reunions, as I've mentioned, or even weddings, marriages. So that's pretty nice. All right, so let's grab one more set of oracle messages and then we'll clarify everything with tarot. All right, so I want to go ahead and pull from my dating scene oracle here, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So once you start dating, if you haven't already, this is going to bring forward people that are worth your time and people that you might want to stay away from, you know, because not every connection is a good one. All right, let's see. Oh my God. Wifey material again. How interesting is that, guys? All right, so there you go. That's clearly coming through for the feminines. Whoa. Possible marriage, and we saw that. We saw that. Where is it? Right? Your person wants to marry you someday. So this could be a specific message for divine feminines, and you connect with a masculine who really is on the serious side, you know, serious as far as they're not wanting to just date around. They're not wanting anything, casual. They're not just wanting surface level connections. This is somebody who wants to go deep into a connection. I'm getting goosebumps. Look at this next card. We've got marriage material, you guys. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? So, some of y'all are getting married. We have a single dad. Okay, so some of you guys might connect with a masculine who already has a child or a family. Oh my gosh. How amazing is that? That is coming forward. Oh my gosh. Flower girl, always the bridesmaid. Well, you're not always going to be the bridesmaid anymore. Look at how that's lining up. You know, this is your time. It's your time, Divine Feminines, I feel. We've got butterflies, smitten, giggly, can't stop smiling. So when you make this love connection, you guys are really going to be into each other. Like, super, super into each other. That's so cool. I love how that is presenting itself there. The one, because when you know, you know. How cool are these messages coming through for you singles, okay? So there you are. Wifey material, marriage material, single dad, flower girl, always the bridesmaid, butterflies, and then the one. But I really do feel, for my feminines especially, this opportunity is coming around for you as far as you having a chance to celebrate love finally through commitment and marriage. Okay, so if that's something that you've been wanting, you might just be able to finally manifest that. All right, so let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Luna tarot this time. All right. I love that. So we're starting with the World card, and I really actually love why that's coming forward. And what this means, basically, it's a cycle that has completed, meaning that your single days are about to complete, taking you towards a new beginning in love that could really go the distance here, you know, just based off of the cards that we're seeing. Now check this out. We've got the Six of Cups, guys. For some of you, yeah, it could be young love. It could be childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts, however that's coming forward. This is somebody who is nostalgic, somebody who is thinking about you. So going back once again to what we have seen, for those of you who are open to it, your ideal partner is your ex. Life will find a way to bring you back together when the time is right. So this is someone from your past who wants a reconciliation. And that's just how it's coming forward. I love that. Absolutely love how that is represented right there. My gosh. We do have the Hermit. Some of you guys could also connect with a Virgo, but I'm also feeling my singles. This is a really great time for you to just spend time on your own and to be able to reflect on where you've been, where you are currently, which is single, which is why you're listening to this part of the message, and ultimately what it is that you want to manifest in the future, because you can have it all. The Hermit next to the Six of Cups could also represent the fact that you want to be able to bridge the gap with somebody that you're missing from your past, or that's how they're feeling, okay? So there's a really good chance towards reconciliation for those of you who are truly open to that. Okay, let's see what else. My goodness, absolutely love how that's represented there. Look at that. Now you've got the Sun. Some of you guys could also connect with a Leo here, and look at the progression. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the Six of Swords. This is a transition card where you really are ready to leave the past behind, move on, move forward, welcome in this new energy, this new experience, you know, and that new experience in love could lead towards marriage. We see that here. Long-term commitment, true happiness. Finally, everything falling into place in your life. certainly when it comes to love. And you've got choices, you've got options, but I'm telling you, especially with this card coming forward, you might have more than one person who's romantically interested in you, or once you get back into dating, you might find yourself attracted to more than one individual. But one person will stand out amongst the rest, I'm telling you. Because you'll know, like it says, when you know, you know. So it's really important with Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, we've got the Lovers, and then we've got the Emperor. So Divine Masculine showing up again, and Divine Feminines, I feel it's really important for you to focus on what the future really might look like with a much better experience in love. We see the Three of Cups, and there's a reason to celebrate something in love. It's right next to the Lovers card. Some of you guys might connect with a Gemini, and at the end of the day, you, the viewer, it falls on you to make the decision as to who it is you want to invest your time and energy into. You'll know who that person is. Even if you have more than one person that you're wondering, you know, who should I invest my time into, you'll know. Just trust your heart. Especially, I feel this for my feminines, you know, picking up off of your intuitive nature, and you'll know, because this right here represents the chemistry and the attraction and the love. So that looks pretty darn amazing, guys, with how that is representing itself. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful reading, and hopefully there's something through these messages that really makes sense for you. And I think I'll leave it there, Aquarius. Don't forget to like, share, and comment if you love this reading, or if there's something about it that you were able to resonate with. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, of course, that is down below in the description box. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever it is that you're watching from, and I'll see you guys next time.